Danny and welcome back to my channel. Joining me today are my best friend Aaliyah and Michael. Tonight we're going to be carving some pumpkins into some jack-o'-lanterns. So the first thing you want to do is get the box and just break it apart and lay it on the table so that way you don't make a mess.
Now what they're going to be doing is placing the pumpkins on top of the cardboard.
So now we already found the stencils that we want to work with for our jack-o'-lantern. So the next thing we're going to do is copy our stencil from our phones, your device, to the pumpkin. Well, the first thing you want to do is actually just kind of sketch out a little area where you're going to cut the main hole of the pumpkin to remove all of the guts and stuff. So we just about finished drawing our stencils onto the pumpkins. This is Michael's.
Mine's a cowboy.
And then Aaliyah wants to keep hers a secret until the end of the video. Color in the parts of the pumpkin that I'm actually going to be carving out. So it's kind of like an inverted color form of the picture. Up next is carving the top of the pumpkin out so we can have a hole to dig out all the guts. Oops, I already messed up. This is probably going to be the easiest part of the entire carving experience since it's just a circle. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle at all, just more or less, just big enough for you to be able to fit your hand in the scooper inside so you can remove everything. I carved in a little line right here just to set it apart so when you remove the top and put it back, you'll be able to line it up perfectly. Next part is actually just removing all the guts from the pumpkin. So Michael's ahead, followed by me, followed by Aaliyah. And our little helper, Marcesi. So now it's time to start scooping everything out of mine. It kind of smells bad. I think we can all agree on that. But you want to get all the gunk, guts, whatever you want to call it, out of the pumpkin and just...
Ew.
And just dump it in there. We do plan on baking the seeds so we can have some nice roasted or baked pumpkin seeds. Hopefully when you're done, you'll get Marcesi's stamp of approval. So the final product should look something like this, more or less. So the next part is going to be cleaning the seeds because we do want to try roasting / baking them in the oven. For cleaning the pumpkin seeds, get some of the seeds that are mixed in with all the guts and everything. And put them in a pot with running water. And you can see that the seeds actually just float, stay apart. And all this gunk you can just put aside. Just make sure there's a strainer or something so it doesn't go down the drain. So as you're adding more guts and parts of the pumpkin to the pot, you can just start scooping out the seeds that are easily separated. Just want to strain them a bit in your hands, let some of the water drop, and we can just start laying them on a paper towel so that way they can start drying before they're ready to be put in the oven. So after using the pot with the water to separate some of the nasty gunk and guts from the seeds, we actually got a good amount of seeds to bake, and here's the leftover guts. So we actually collected all of our guts and seeds that we're not going to bake into a bag. What I'm going to do is actually toss this outside. What you can do is toss it around any trees that you have. Like this one is where we put our old chinchilla bedding. I'm going to dump all the insides of the pumpkin on this ash tree, which is a native tree where I live. You can see the ring with some of the mulch and some of the gardening fabric underneath. So we can just get the bag, flip it upside down, just let the gunk fall out, and it's good. Now we're actually carving our stencils and designs onto the soon-to-be jack-o'-lanterns. Michael's working hard on his, and Aaliyah's still being secretive about hers.
It's Yoshi.
I'm almost done with mine. I've done the outermost shell, which will be the background of the light. Aaliyah is almost done with Yoshi as well, and so is Michael with his diorama. One thing you can do is just get like a moist paper towel, and you just want to kind of like just clean up all the black spots from the pen. Depending on your angle using the little carving tools, there may be some pieces of pumpkin still trapped inside. You can easily just scoop those in from the inside or just recarve the designs. It's not going to be that hard. Winnie the Pooh is officially done. All it's missing is a candle inside. Let's take a look at Michael's. Michael, what did you end up doing?
I got a toothpick.
No.
I stuck it in the bottom because I accidentally cut all this in half. And now I'm improving.
You look like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons.
Bye.
Excellent.
And now Aaliyah's. It's actually coming out really great. How do you feel about it, Aaliyah?
It's alright.
Now some screen time for Michael's fabulous assistant with his jack-o'-lantern slash diorama slash...
It's a DIY put together because we didn't think it through, but it looked kind of cute.
It is cute.
It actually does look cool. It's like 3D in a way, so you can like get different views of it. Now that we have our mostly clean pumpkin seeds, we can get the oven ready and all our seasonings. We want to preheat the oven to 350 degrees.
Yeah.
Next, you want to get some non-stick foil paper on the pan to go into the oven. So we want to get maybe like 1 or 2 random spoonfuls of butter, put in a little cup like that. You want to put it in the microwave. Just want to melt it a bit, so let's try maybe 30 seconds or so. Our butter is now melted. So we have our butter, we have some salt, olive oil spray, grapeseed oil, and some spices. My guests are helping clean up the house. They're so sweet. I love them all. We have our seeds. You want to just drizzle the butter all around. Grapeseed oil. Just gonna dump some of that in there too. Once you have your seasoning, which is the salt and pepper with the oil and the butter, you just kind of want to mix it up a bit. Get all the flavors mixed in there. I'm gonna try putting some Nashville hot chicken seasoning on half of these. So we're just gonna mix this in a bit. All right, so now that we have our sea salt and pepper and our Nashville hot pumpkin seeds, we're just gonna put them in the oven. The top rack is fine, and just put them in for 20 minutes at 350 degrees, and you... Alrighty, so we finally finished carving our pumpkins. We have Michael's creation, which is
A Western scene, and the little monito is George Strait. I don't know if you can see him.
I did Winnie the Pooh. I don't know if you can tell, but there he is, Silly Old Bear. And Aaliyah did Yoshi. All right, so there are still 6 minutes left out of the 20, but the seeds do look just about done. We're gonna bring them out. They actually look kind of tasty. So we have our sea salt and pepper and our Nashville hot pumpkin seeds.
They're good.
Personally, I think the pumpkin seeds didn't come out that bad. They're not gonna be like convenience store quality because obviously these are homemade, but they're pretty good. I would eat them.
So you could really eat them whole?
Special thanks to my wonderful helpers, Marcesi, Michael, and Aaliyah. I could not have done this awesome video without you guys. Love y'all. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you had fun carving pumpkins and roasting pumpkin seeds with us. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and do be sure to check out Marcesi's channel called Meowcesi, where she does her own video with her boyfriend carving a jack-o'-lantern. Link in the description for Marcesi's awesome pumpkin carving video.